So last we left off, I told you about my journey to Sisterlocks. The start of the journey, I should say. Well, that journey is still forging forward. I have 7 days. 7 days. So this is the countdown. In my last video, I talked about my scalp issues, and I said that I was going to come back and show you guys what I've been using, what I've been doing to kind of cure what's been going on with my scalp. So since I stopped relaxing in 2003, I've had issues with my scalp. You know, it would get real flaky, itchy. If I scratch at it, it would be spots that's very tender, almost to the point of drawing blood. So that continued. I found out I had eczema. So I figured my issue was because of the fact that I had eczema. So I went on the consultation with one of the Sisterlock consults. She told me that she thought it wasn't eczema. She thought I had some type of scalp infection. So I was like, okay, all right. So she gave me some recommendations on some things she recommended me to do. So I, of course, did my research, and I came up with a couple things that works for me. So far, I'm going to insert a clip of what my scalp looks like. I shampooed it on Tuesday, and then I flat ironed it day before yesterday, which would be Friday. And I didn't have any issues with flaking, dry scalp, anything like that. So I think what I'm doing is working, and I'm 100% secure in the fact that it's not going to be an issue of the flakes getting tangled in my Sisterlocks, because honestly, the last time I went 2.5 weeks without shampooing my hair, and I got minimum flakes. Now, usually after I would shampoo my hair before I started the regimen I'm getting ready to tell you guys about, usually what would happen is my hairline would be so flaky. I mean, so flaky that I would have to get a comb and literally scratch it up, and it would look like cornflakes. So something had to give. My next step, if I didn't figure out what was going on, if I didn't start this system that I'm doing, I would have went to the doctor and tried to figure out what it is that I can do to make the situation correct itself, or try. And I'm pretty sure I would have gotten that typical orange shampoo that they give everyone. And I really didn't want to kind of go medicated shampoo. I wanted to try to see if I could remedy this at home stuff by myself that I have available to me through all the products I have. So I found a system that worked. So here's what I am getting ready to talk about. Now, some of the things that I did, it's not typical. Some of the things that I use, people wouldn't use it for what I'm using it for. One of the products definitely I know is used to cure infections and fungus and so on and so forth. So without further ado, the first product I use before I shampoo my hair, so let's say my hair was in a twist out, braid out, or even in its flat iron state, the first product I will use is a product by a company called Nairobi. Now, it is a professional product. I'm not sure 100% if you would be able to get it at the stores. I guess I could look around and see if I find links or something, and I'll link it below in the description box. The first product is by a company called Nairobi. Now, this bottle I have is a huge gallon bottle, because it's an aftershave, antibacterial aftershave cool play. Of course, I have it in a gallon, but what I normally do, and this is it, what I normally do is I will pour it out in like a color bottle, and what I would do is I would go throughout my hair and just take the nozzle, because you know it has the tip, the color applicator bottle. I would just take the nozzle and go throughout my hair, or if I didn't have one of those on hand, I would just pour it in like a disposable plastic cup with cotton balls, and I would just part and put it on there. Now I would let that sit for about 15 minutes. I have notes on my phone. I will let that sit for about 15 minutes, and then as it's sitting, I would just massage into my scalp, kind of loosening up all the gritty, the dirt that's building up. And it's a cooling sensation on your scalp. I am going to say, if you do have any kind of scalp abrasions, you might not want to use this because it's going to sting, it's going to irritate even more. And the purpose of using it is to cut down on the inflammation on your scalp. This works for me. I'll let that sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Sometimes I even let it go as much as 30 minutes. It all depends on how much time I have and how deep of a cleanse I want. So after I do that, I loosen it up. And I mean, when I'm loosening up, it feels real icky on my scalp. So I go over to the shower or the sink, whichever, and I will just get lukewarm water, because it's one thing you don't want to do hot water, because hot water is going to help to dry it out even more. These products is going to dry your hair. It's going to help to dry your scalp, because what it does is it's cleansing the scalp. After I get done rinsing that out, my next step is to go on with this baby right here. It's the Care Dry and Itchy Scalp Anti-Dandruff Moisturizing Shampoo. I do 2 to 3 shampoos with the dry and itchy. Now, after that is all said and done, this next product, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard of it, probably even used it on other things other than what it's meant for, is my good old trusty Listerine Original Antiseptic. I put some in a cup, I get my cotton ball, I part my hair out, and I go in between my parts and I let that sit for 15 minutes. I don't do any manipulations, no manipulations whatsoever. I just let it sit. I don't even try to scratch or try to lift anything up, because the product, Listerine, is going to lift up what was left from the shampoo and what was left from the Nairobi. So what I do is I go rinse with lukewarm water. After the lukewarm water, I go directly on my hair and my scalp with the Care conditioner. Now, this conditioner is the dry and itchy. You can use this directly on your scalp. Now, a lot of times we want to make sure that we check with the manufacturer's instructions to see what they say as far as putting conditioner on the scalp, because certain conditioners will cause buildup, and buildup is not good for the scalp, and that's when dry scalp kicks in, that's when dandruff kicks in. But this, they said it is okay to put it on the scalp because it has a soothing effect. So I put this on my hair, on my scalp, I massage it in. That conditioner doesn't have good slip, so what I find myself doing a lot is going behind it with another conditioner, and this is what it looks like. I buy the big bottles of stuff, and I'm so happy I won't have to do that anymore. Because I don't think I'll need big bottles, because I have to dilute it with water to get my, excuse me, to get my hair shampoo with my Sisterlocks. So I go on this. Now this I don't apply on my scalp, because I have buildup. So if I want more buildup, then I'll apply it. The point is to not get extra buildup. So of course I rinse it out really good, make sure that it's all gone, it doesn't even hit my scalp. Now, so if it is a deep conditioner day, keeping up with what I love, what I use, of course I grab for the Joico K-Pack Color Therapy Luster Lock, Instant Shine and Repair Treatment. Now, every product that I mentioned here today is going to be linked down in the description box. Everything except for the Nairobi and I think the Joico. I'm not sure if Amazon has Joico on their site. If they do, I would definitely link it.